No, you got to stand over this side. Yeah. Well, welcome to Denman Park. Try that again. Welcome to Denman Oval for tonight's clash between the Denman Devils and the Greta Branxton Colts. Stephen Elton commentary with Hayden, Dog and Fox. Hayden, I'll quickly go through this team and you can go through the Greta Branxton team. The Denman team, number 1, Bailey Taylor. On the wings, Alex McNeil and Jacob Sukanavalu. In the centres, Aparosa, Gonabody and Ewan Bartholomew. 5'8" is Liam Boney. The number 7 is Liam Forum. Daniel French and Rapini Togavudu in the front row. Adam Gretsch mic'd up, mind you. And Tyler Wolfgang, Ned Chapman in the second row. Brady Benkovic at lock.
Alrighty, for Greta Branxton, our fullback Ruben Andrews. On the wings, Billy Mitchell and Casey Parsons. In the centres, Dylan Edwards and John Dale. 5'8", Ethan Sams. Number 7, Paddy Andrews. Wearing number 20 in the front row, Harry Hobden. Lewis Hughes at hooker, Brock Gilmore as the other front rower. In the back row, we have Charlie Ray and Daryl Sharpley. Brady Hayman, the captain coach, at lock. And on the bench, we got William Regan, Joseph Hall, Robert Grisinga Jr. and Hayden Kowalski.
As we're about to get underway, Tyrese Anderson, the referee for tonight's match. It's going to be even easier now that we've got the big screen set up to look at where the players are because of the smoke that blows across the field here. And welcome, Pete Holland.
G'day, boys.
How you going?
I'm not bad. We're sort of there somewhere.
Wrong hole. Hang on 2 seconds. We'll try that again. There you go, Pete Holland.
Try that one. That one seems to work, Reg. How are you, mate?
Yeah, going well.
How are you?
Good, mate.
Nice and warm night.
Yeah,
mate, it's actually not too bad here at Denman tonight. I mean, not much of a breeze around.
It's even easier now with that smoke blowing across field with this big screen, I can tell you that right now.
Definitely.
Nice and warm thanks to your little gas heater investment too, Reggie.
Yes, that's the backup one. The other one, the tall one's around the back of the shed at the moment, under repair. As Tyrese is about to blow the play underway, and it's kicked off by Andrews deep, down towards Liam Boney, who takes it on the full. It offloads to Togavudu. Togavudu brings it towards the centre of the field and is tackled there by Charlie Ray with the assistance of Lewis Hughes. Goes from dummy half. It's off to big Daniel French, who crashes up to the line. He's nearly at the 20-metre line before dummy half. Adam Gretsch runs out, gives it off to Ned Chapman. He's met with some heavy contact there by number 3, Dylan Edwards. He marked up really well on Gonabody last week. Here is the man we speak of, Gonabody, taking a hit infield, and he's brought down the great tackle there. Oh, a little bit of a hello to Charlie Ray. Oh, Gretsch's trying to play on it. That's play on. That's big Brock Gilmore with the ball there, taking it forward. This is going to be Greta Branxton on the attack. Gretsch should have got on that one. He won't be happy with himself. Here's Harry Hobden charging up the centre of the field. Gretsch goes in for the tackle, but there to meet him is Kieran French.
Liam Foran.
As here we go through the Greta Branxton defence attack charging upfield. That's now number 13. Brady Hemmond, the captain coach, gives it off to Brock Gilmore, who takes it to the centre of field, and he's trying to be wrestled to the ground there by Liam Foran. Plays the ball back. It's a bit easy to watch if I just watch out here. Lewis Hughes goes from dummy half. Off to Ray. Ray goes around the back. Off to number 6, Ethan Sands, who's taken down the great tackle by Liam Boney. Greta Branxton pressing on the line now. It's still 10 metres out. Goes around the back. Andrews. He's stuck with the ball. He puts in a little grubber kick, but it's collected by Liam Foran. It's offloaded to Gonabody. Don't let him in the clear. Greta Branxton, whatever you do. Patrick Andrews in there to make the tackle with Lewis Hughes. From dummy half, it goes out to Sukanavalu, who steps in behind the ruck. Bang. Good collision. Good solid shot there.
Bit of feeling in the first couple of sets here.
By Greta Branxton, yes. Of course, that man, Dylan Edwards, in there making a menace of himself in the defensive line. Denman still only at their 30-metre line. Gretsch from dummy half goes to the right side, heading towards the train tracks here at Denman, and it's been a big hit by Harry Hobden on Rupini Togavudu. Denman travelling towards the muscle again. It's off the side of the boot kick from Adam Gretsch. They still haven't made it out of their halfway line, and it's a one-on-one steal attempt here by Liam Foran, Liam Boney, the other Liam, and it's now Greta Branxton still within the 50-metre line of the Denman Devils try line. They haven't got out of there, Denman, down that side corridor. 20 metres in from the eastern sideline. Greta Branxton tackled there by Huey Bartholomew and Tok Voodoo. Comes into Sam's. Sam's off to Brady Hammond. Brady Hammond crunches into the line. He's met by Ned Chapman with the assistance of Adam Gretsch. As I said, it's going to be interesting to watch back that highlights package of Adam Gretsch being mic'd up. Pat Andrews sweeps around the back, but he doesn't get the offload. Oh, a bit of push and shove there, a bit of feeling between Charlie Ray and Aparosa got a body at the moment. And now it's a penalty. Leaving too early. Greta Branxton with the penalty heading towards the car park end of the oval. And, of course, right on the mark was Therese backing himself, which I like to see.
Yeah, we do like to see our referees making a decision and sticking to it, so well done by young Ty. But so far, Greta have been the one on the attack only because of mistakes being made by Denman, and that's not the way to play a game of footy.
No, and here they are on the attack at the moment. Gilmore crashes it over to Brady Hammond, who's got, he's millimetres from the try line. Still getting driven by Toga Voodoo. Bailey Taylor in that tackle. Lewis Hughes from dummy half gives a crash ball off to Brock Gilmore, trying to push him over the try line, held up there by French and Gretsch. From dummy half, Lewis Hughes comes towards this grandstand side centre of the field. It's off to Patrick Andrews, who then passes it around to the fullback, who's Ruben Andrews tonight, his brother, of course. Playing the ball, only metres out from the try line. Dummy half, Patrick Andrews, pass it, high shot. It's going to be let to play for the time being, but he'll come back if there's no advantage there. And, Adam Gretsch. Guilty.
Yeah, right call.
Guilty. Right near the right upright on Denman's try line. I noticed that Joey Griffith not out there tonight.
Yeah, he didn't play last weekend either. I'm not sure if he's got an injury at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely a big loss for the guys. He quite a very skillful player and definitely leads the guys around very well, which at the moment they're sort of just lacking a little bit of direction here, Greta. Yeah,
Ethan Andrews caught in no man's land. He was going sideways, no one running off him. He's stuck with the ball. Lewis Hughes from dummy half, crash ball off to that big man, sharply wearing the number 18. It's come back to Lewis Hughes. He spins it around the back. Again, onto Ethan Andrews. Bang, good hit by Liam Foran. And he goes back in with the second shot. Gretsch on his back at the moment, trying to roll the big boy onto the ground. It's now with number 7, Andrews. He spins it. A long cutout ball. It's gone over Dylan Edwards' head. It's gone to the winger. It's a real play on by the referee, Tyrese Anderson. And they're now brought down near the right hand upright again. Last tackle. Lewis Hughes at dummy half. Spins it out to the left-hand side. Andrews, little chip over the top into the in-goal area. Great play. And it's Huey Bartholomew to get out of trouble. He's going to get out of there. No, not quite. Just tripped at the last minute and collected there by Brady Hammond.
Yeah, a little bit slippery underfoot. He looked like he was going to get out. No such luck, but...
If I was going to back anyone, it would be you to get out of there.
Oh, definitely. But, Greta, they've been down here given opportunities by Denman to score points and all, but haven't been able to get across that line. Too much lateral movement and not enough up the middle.
Couldn't have said it better. Here goes a drop out. It bounces short. Oh, Patrick Andrews drops it back. Then he gives it out to Brock Gilmore, who charges forward. Met some great defence underneath by Liam Boney over the top, Toga Voodoo. Dummy half, Lewis Hughes passes it out to our man Harry Hobden, who runs towards the line. He steps inside French, but French grabs him and puts him to the ground with the assistance of Ned Chapman. Lewis Hughes at dummy half. Goes to the left, no, comes back to the right-hand side. A little bit of dummy, another cut-out ball. Dylan Edwards with the ball here at the moment, up against got a body. He's flicked it back. It's gone into Charlie Ray, and he's succumbed to the tackle.
Those two.
Only metres out. Sent him from the winger for the Greta Branxton to Patrick Andrews. Off to the captain, courageous Brady Hammond, who's got his arm free. Nelly taken down there by Tyler Wolfgang in a great tackle. Greta Branxton still trying to penetrate the line at the moment. Ethan Sams around the back to the fullback. He's in the clear.
Great dummy.
And it's a try to Ruben Andrews in the far corner on the entry point to Denman Oval. Great try. They were always looking dangerous. Repeat sets, and of course they're down on their haunches at the moment, Denman, after so much defence in the first few minutes. At the moment, 4-0 on the A+ contracting and polywelding scoreboard, and 34 minutes left in this half. I'll let you guys go.
Mate, the only two times that Denman have had the ball, they've made mistakes, then they've given away silly penalties. They've invited the points to come, but a great dummy there from the fullback to open up the hole, and too easy to stroll across the line there.
Yeah, Yui's a master of the intercept, and found himself pushing up into that passing lane again there, and maybe just a bit of homework while the Greta boys there, sold in the dummy and sliced through, and I guess that's on the back of some mounted pressure there, and kicks this, and 6-point lead is a very handy start for the Greta boys.
So what do you say to me? A good kicker never misses from the same place twice.
Yeah, he hits him all right, old Paddy Andrews. I'll back him in here for the first kick of the night.
Oh, that's a massive call, right on the sideline.
Yeah. Good
the lights,
25
the
metres
smoke,
out.
a little breeze.
Yeah, nice little bit of draft from right to left there. Good side for a right foot kicker. Just aim at that right post and watch it come back.
Yes, that's right. You're at Denman Oval, not at Augusta on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Can't hit a golf ball to save my life, but I can kick a footy.
Do you want me to show you some replays? I'm sure you hear me from the ground anyway.
One thing I have noticed with Denman, I think Gonabody has taken the angry pills tonight. Each time he's been involved in a tackle, he's wanted a bit of niggle and carry on afterwards. So we'll see how that pans out throughout the evening.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards has definitely given it back, though. Like, I watched the replay of the game down there at Greta last week, and those two had a good run and battle, and it's, only a couple of days later, and it looks like the blood's definitely ready to go again. So
he's definitely got Gonabody measure, and here we go. It's a great kick. It's looking the distance, but no.
Just inside.
To the left-hand side of the uprights, and that is 4-0 on the A+ contracting and polywelding scoreboard. Greta Branxton Colts leading the Denman Devils.
Yeah, Denman will have to fix up the way they've started the game and giving away silly penalties and mistakes. We saw one with a drop ball, taken from dummy half where Gretsch didn't pick up, and then the kick off the side of the boot as we get back underway.
Bailey Taylor kicks off. It's gone down to the fullback, Ruben Andrews, who gives it to Harry Hobden. He charges over the 10. Yeah, a little bit of a goose step there. That's a rugby union move, that is. Dummy half, Lewis Hughes on the 20-metre line gives it off to Brady Hammond. Brady Hammond charges hard, 25 metres out from his own try line, trying for the quick play of the ball, but Liam Boney all over him. Dummy half, Lewis Hughes gives it off to Ethan Sands, who goes for the cutout, but he hits crack on the chest. Alex McNeil brought to the ground. 10 metres out, well read by the young fella. 10 metres in from the eastern sideline, heading towards Musselbrook. Well, Sandy Hollow, if you want to call it that way, to the north. And here goes French. French has been tackled by Brady Hammond and Gilmore. That's the break and the pressure relief that Denman needed.
Most definitely. They needed the ball down this end. A nice little intercept on the attempted cutout.
As here it goes forward and across field, around the back play to
Good
Bailey.
Ball. Great
Taylor,
ball.
right out here to Sukatavalu in front of us on the corner. And he's got it down.
That's down.
That ball was down. We're watching it on the big TV screen here. That ball was down right inside the goalpost.
It was very close there, but
corner post.
I think Greta got lucky there. That was a great ball by Bailey Taylor, but
we've got the big screen now.
Yeah, Greta just before going back a little bit there, like they threw an intercept there after the points. They just had to just roll it forward 40, get Brady Hammond and Brock Gilmore just rolling it, get to their kick after points there, and they invited Denman in with an opportunity, and it nearly was costly.
Well, that ball was certainly on the ground, watching it on this big screen in front of us, as it goes from dummy half from Lewis on to big Brock Gilmore. We have something not plugged in here at the moment, do we? That's not working. As it's number 13, Brady Hammond charging forward. Charging up the centre of the field before he's brought down. It's now peeling for a penalty for a slow play the ball. Lewis Hughes, dummy half, off to the big man himself. Brock Gilmore, who charges onto the ball and he's taken down just inside the 50 metres in Denman's territory. Centre of the field. Lewis Hughes, dummy half, off to Harry Hobden, charging hard. Great run by the big fella, and he takes Brady Bankovic with him and takes Adam Gretsch to bring him down.
Musselbrook talent, Harry Hobden.
Patrick Andrews kicks across field into the corner. It's going to be a toe and a foot race here at the moment as it sits up. Well played by Bailey Taylor as he breaks through and it's gone dead. The touch judge has reeled. He's put a foot into touch, returning it out of the goal area. That's going to be a massive play for the Denman Devils now. They need to defend again.
Very unlucky for Bailey. He was away there with a nice little back door and a bit of tiptoeing up the sideline.
Yeah, it was a great little step, wasn't it, to confuse the defence. And I thought he was away down the sideline, but nah. Unfortunately, seems as though he put a foot out, and now we'll have another dropout.
As it's going to be BT, the man that went into the in-goal area and went out. He tried to get around them, he dodged one, but then the foot into touch. Must have been millimetres. As here he goes, BT. Line dropout. Again, it's only gone about 40 metres. It's caught on the full by Pat Andrews and offloaded to Harry Hobden, who charges up the paddock straight into Tyler Wolfgang and Rupini Togavudu in there. Lewis Hughes, dummy half. Directing play. He takes underneath Gilmore but turns it outside to Patrick Andrews and he's crunched.
Jeez.
Absolutely crunched by Ford. He tries to get his arm free. He's going to have to be careful. He does get away with it.
There.
Gives it off to Brock Gilmore who runs towards the line. Gives it off to Harry Hobden, the 5'8" playing front rower. And now it's one-on-one strip again and it's knocked on by, again, that man who likes to do the one-on-one strip, Huey Bartholomew. And it's going to be...
I think they called Greta knock on first, have they?
Who's it going to be that he's giving the scrum feed to? No, he's telling Huey that you knocked that ball on. So it's going to be a Greta Branxton scrum feed.
Yeah, most definitely is. Well, there you go.
Another opportunity for Greta.
Right on the 10-metre line, 20 metres in from the eastern sideline. Wow.
They'd like to come away with points here with the amount of ball they've had down attacking Denman's line. 4 points doesn't seem like a lot, especially when we know Denman's got plenty of points in them, so they'd love to push that up to 10 points here.
Well, here we go from the base of the scrum. It's picked up by Lewis Hughes. Comes out the back from Ethan Sams. Oh, big tackle there by Liam Foran, sorry. And I think that was on Dylan Edwards. It comes around the outside and it's gone off to number 11, Ray, who's then pinched right in the ribs by Bailey Taylor.
There's a bit of spice from Liam there after a bit of spiciness that he copped from the Greta crowd last week.
Gives it off to Patrick Andrews. Got his arm free. Goes off to Dylan Edwards and they're going to be in again. Are they Greta Branxton? Oh, great. Well held up by... Hang on. It is held up. Yeah, Dylan Andrews, you've appealed for it. But watching it on the screen here, great defence there by Bailey Taylor to get in there. And, of course, Liam Foran, it's going to come back out to the 10-metre line on this western side of the grandstand. It's Greta Branxton playing the ball 4-0 still with 27 minutes remaining in this first half on the A+ contracting and Polly Wadding scoreboard. It's sent along the ground. It's gone to Harry Hobden.
Well, that was a lucky bounce, sloppy pass. But one bounce into Hobden.
The workload that boy did last week was phenomenal. Dummy half Hughes gives a short ball off to Brady Hemmon. He's trying to get that arm free, but Benkovic's all over him and puts him to the ground with the assistance of Tyler Wolfgang. They're only metres out. They go on the blind side. It's been a little grubber. It's knocked on. 6 to go. It'll be again another set to the Greta Branxton Colts.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
letting that go.
He's called that backwards. I think Worthy's called it backwards there. That's a poor option. Third play of the set there, and he's tried to put it in behind the line there, and probably should have just played the set out and pressured Denman's defence.
Got a player getting up slowly for Denman.
Yeah, Boney, I think, caught one in the... Oh, big shot there on Brady Benkovic. Is that Lewis Hughes? Yes, it is Lewis Hughes, the young dummy half with a big shot. And now Greta Branxton...
Too quick off the mark, boys.
Very eager to get off the line with the defence. And they're penalised.
Yep.
Forward to kick for touch on this grandstand side. It's coming straight towards us, and it's just into touch. And it's going to be 40 metres out, 10 metres in for a tap, and it's got a body, taps and goes himself. He's run... ball on the field. Going to call time out.
I can't wait to hear some of Gretchy's comments around some of these decisions.
We're going to take the tap again
as
well.
Here we go. And even the Greta Branxton and Charlie Ray there asking questions of the referee.
Come on, I've got a good shot on him. Why are we taking it back?
So he goes, Gretch taps it on the 40-metre line, gives it off to Connor Body, who charges into the defence. He's picked up and he's driven backwards. No, he's still going. And of course, that running battle with Dylan Edwards. Dylan drops off and makes it back on side. It's Patrick Andrews in there at the tackle. So he's going to be told to go back to the mark and play it. 30 metres out. 30 metres out. Oh, what now?
Well, he didn't move back. He was just having a little cuddle there.
Yeah, he moved back about 3 centimetres now, so it's better.
So he plays the ball back now. Gretch off to Foran. Foran passes it on to French. French is going up the centre of the field. Daniel French, that is. The big bopper front rower for the Denman Devils.
Look for BT to pop up just outside sharply there in the back row for Greta.
Goes off to Benkovic, around the back to Boney, out to Bailey Taylor, as you read, and it's a head-high tackle for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Sharply just going in there awkwardly and collecting Bailey Taylor high, but he's injured himself in the process of doing it. It's an ankle he's grabbing at. And I think he's saying to Adam Gretsch, I didn't mean to do that, but I've hurt myself. And Gretsch signals to the trainer. He's in a lot of pain.
Not good.
We'd be able to know if we could hear Adam Gretsch what's going on, but by the look of the camera lady that has him mic'd up on the camera, because we're doing highlights package, it's a bit of a laugh.
There's not many times in a game of football that Adam doesn't have much to say.
It's going to be an 80-minute rolling package of just him. People aren't going to watch this game. They're going to watch Adam Gretsch.
I'll tell you who the number one subscriber for it'll be is himself.
That'll be hilarious. And then second, Brady Benkovic. No, I'll give it to the Stubbs.
It's good on him, but it'll be a bit of a different view for the Group 21 community to be able to get a bit of an insight to some of the good and not so good comments on a football field.
Looks like Greta are going to be down a player here. Looks like he's going to be assisted from the field.
Going off on the far side.
It's someone who can't walk, let's walk him off the far side and make him come the long way back.
And it's lightweight. It's the size of a matchbox. And it's as light as a matchbox. You can't even tell with the microphone.
Where's it sit on his chest? Or?
Yeah, it's up on his chest.
Strapped up.
It's up on his chest. So it's a built-in vest, but it's you can't even tell.
Yeah, nice.
So we've got the 16 who's come on for Greta.
And that's Robert Grisinger Jr., who did really well again last week. As here we go, Boney with the ball. Offloads to Rapini Togavuta, who charges over the 10-metre line, but then driven back. He's lost that, has he?
I think he's still got hold just.
Dummy half Gretsch. Off to Foran. Around the back pass to Bailey Taylor. Cut out pass again to Sukanavalu, who won't be denied this time. He's in.
Got that one down.
In the exact same spot where he scored before, but it's only this one that goes on the board. 4-all. Denman versus Greta Branxton. Kick to come from the sideline. Bailey Taylor on the A+ contracting and polywelding scoreboard. Geez, back him in, boys. He can kick a ball.
Can kick a ball, that's for sure, but he's going to be centimetres in from the sideline. But like you said, Reg, I thought the first time that Denman crossed the line was a try, but it was ruled that he was into touch first. But this time around, no mistake, and in they go and on the scoreboard.
4-all. And this is going to be the man himself. And look, seen some great goal kickers in my time, but there's no crowd. Remember last week down at Greta Branxton, you said you watched it back. The crowd was really up him, and he thrived on it. And he kicked nail about every single one of those kicks. I think he missed one, but he thrived on the pressure from the sideline. So
Greta's always a good place to test yourself as a goal kicker. It's always a bit of wind down there, and the crowd definitely love giving it to you. But he kicked a bludger of one of his first shots out wide, and then after that, I don't think he missed one.
So literally, he's a hand width in from the sideline. If you put your thumb on the line and spread your hand, that's how far away he's right in front of us. 25, 27 metres out.
Black dot, straight over.
Bailey Taylor.
Big call, Foxy, big call.
I've been wrong once already tonight.
Well, from the sideline, this will test the right-footed kicker. He's in a perfect position, favoured side. You can probably hear me. I should shut up. I'll probably put the pressure on him. He moves in, strikes it, and it's to the left. To the left-hand side. Maybe he needs that.
Wasn't far off.
Maybe he needs that pressure from the sideline. The Greta crowd, where are you? Get down here.
But 22 minutes remaining, 4-all on the A+ contracting and polywelding scoreboard.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been a valiant effort from the Denman Devils in defence. That would spend a lot of energy, all that defence that they've done. Yeah,
they would have walked back there pretty happy with the amount of pressure they've withstood, and then to come away with points to level it up. So.
Yeah, well, that first 10 or so minutes, they gave Greta ample opportunity to be on the board more than once. And to be at 4-all now, we've just over 21 remaining in the first half. You've got to be happy.
It's a high kick-off, and it's gone straight down to Boney, who offloads it to Togavuta. Crash. Brock Gilmore and Lewis Hughes in that tackle with Brady Hammond.
Come off the back fence there.
As Gretsch from dummy half. Options either side, and he goes to the centre of the field, and he's gone to Daniel French, and he's had his legs taken out from underneath him by Charlie Ray. Dummy half. Gretsch off to Brady Benkovic. Brady Benkovic charges into Charlie Ray and helped with Patrick Andrews. And put to the ground. They're about 30 metres out, right in the centre of the field, coming down this 20-metre corridor in front of us at the Denman Oval. And it's that man, Ned Chapman, tackled. About 15 metres in from this western sideline. Now it goes off to Huey Bartholomew. He gets the ball free. It's around to Liam Boney now. Liam Boney taking on the line, but the sliding defence is there.
Out wide.
And it's been taken down there by Casey Parsons. I haven't seen Casey play before. I think he played in the reserve grade fixture last week, and he's got a bit of toe. That's here we go. Ned Chapman with the ball, gives it out wide to Sukanavalu. Sukanavalu takes it infield. He's trying to get the ball away. He can't. It's gone, lost it forward.
He's lost it.
Great defence by Dylan Edwards, marking up here solidly on this right-hand fringe for the Greta Branxton defence.
Yeah, very good defence to hold him up there, and as he tried to get a pass away, loses it forward, so Greta will now play the ball.
Yeah, 35 metres away from their own try line, 20 metres in from the western sideline, heading towards the car park. Lewis Hughes goes from dummy half himself. He shot out too early there, Gretsch, and he's made about 10, 11 metres there, Lewis Hughes. Played back to the Ruben Andrews at fullback. He then really big shot there by Gonna Body over the halfway line. Play back to Hughes. Hughes gives it on to Gilmore. Gilmore looks, shapes, dummies, goes through the line. He's got Gretsch hanging off one arm, and then it's Daniel Andrews who comes in to assist to take him down. They're now 30 metres out from the Denman try line, centre of the field.
Shape to the left.
Hughes goes to Brady Hammond on the left-hand side, gives it off to Ethan Sams. Ethan Sams runs out of options to give the ball to and is tackled 20 metres in from the eastern sideline, about 10 metres out from the try line. Here they go. What do they got? It's that big man again, Robert Grissinger Jr. charging forward. Sorry, Joseph Hall I've got down here.
Yeah, number 15,
Joseph Hall's on the field now. Number 9, Hughes off to Andrews. Andrews goes to the line. He gives a little push-on pass, and it's a basketball pass, but it's been knocked on by the Greta Branxton Colts right in front of the scoreboard. It'll be a handover to the Denman Devils. Not the last tackle option you want to do against Denman.
No, definitely not. Wanted to hold him down in the corner, or even better, get a repeat set, but basketball pass a little bit hard there for the outside back to take.
He seems a little bit pressured with the ball in his hand at the moment, Andrews, like he's over.
Yeah, the defence is sort of just getting up in the passing lanes there, just shutting down his outside options and just probably tuck it under the wing there and take the tackle.
Oh, got a bodies through the foot line of the defence. He's going, put his foot down, he's gone around the legs, and a great tackle from behind by young Billy Mitchell on the halfway line. Play back to Gretsch. He goes to the centre of field. Bailey Taylor there. They've got numbers, but they come back to this left-hand corridor, and it's been got a body again, is it, with the ball?
No.
It's the winger.
Sukunavalu going in for a run. There we go around the back. Foran spends it wide out to that man, Yui Bartholomew, who can be dangerous. He's deceptionally quick. And he plays the ball back now. It's Boney. Dummies goes to the blind side himself. It looks like Gretsch, but it's not. It's Boney. And he's going to be tackled just 20 metres out from the Greta Branxton try line, 20 metres in from the eastern sideline, heading north. Ewan Bartholomew from dummy half. There it goes. The man with the ball forward, and he's dangerous. They didn't hold off him that time, and it's a great tackle by Lewis Hughes. So here we are, 12 metres out from the goal line, last tackle, near the centre of the field. It's that man, Boney, grubbers it along the ground, and it's collected there by Ruben Andrews at fullback, and he gets through the middle. He's straight up there, but he's taken down. Big hit there by, couldn't run into a bigger bloke from Denman.
You're not going anywhere else.
Pop through the hole and down the front row.
Well, there was players separating either which way. I don't think that's the one he wanted to find. But there goes Dale right now with the ball. He's up to the 20-metre line, over the 20-metre line before he's brought down by Tyler Wolfgang and Adam Gretsch. Adam Gretsch grabbing at his head.
Might have bunged his nose there.
Might have done an eyelash. Here we go with that man on the wing, Carsons. Casey Parsons, sorry. Carsons will do. New nickname.
You're on the ball, mate.
30 metres out, left-hand corridor. It's now come back into the inside. Step back and round behind the ruck before he's put down in the tackle there of Yui Bartholomew and Gretsch. Now it's Brady Hammond over the 40-metre line, charging. Great metres.
Run.
Yeah,
up to the halfway line before he's brought down.
They're a little bit flat.
That's leadership from the captain coach. Now it's the last tackle. It's gone back, way back to Patrick Andrews, and he puts up a midfield bomb. That's going to land on about the 30-metre line.
Hasn't looked for distance, looked for height. Had that.
Oh, here we go. Yui.
That's knock on first from Denman.
He's called it a knock on.
Yeah, I think you're right, Foxy.
It's been whacked, and it's, of course, Bailey Taylor blowing up saying, sir, I knocked it back, but he looks spent, Bailey, at the moment.
Oh, it was good work by Greta to chase the kick there and contest it. It doesn't matter what the kick is. It's the kick's only ever as good as the chase. So.
Well, let's be honest, boys, that was a terrible kick for a last tackle
in
centre field.
But they pressured it and forced Denman into making the play and knocking on, so they got the result.
Denman were very quick off the line and pressured the kicker, even though he was well back behind the rest of his players. But a nice high ball that found a bit of open area, and now they've picked up the mistake and they got the feed and win the scrum.
Patrick Andrews from the dummy half, from the scum, gives it off to Ethan Sams, who just takes a settler up the centre of the field. 4-all on the A+ contracting and Polywall scoreboard. 16 minutes remaining. Here goes Brock Gilmore charging up the centre of the field. Right in the middle of the field he is. Met by a heavy defence by Gretsch, French and Benkovic. Hughes from dummy half comes to the right-hand side, gives it off to Brady Hammond. Around the back pass, another cut-out pass that finds Dylan Edwards, but he's trying to get free. Oh, he's been collected high there by Liam Foran, but let go. Definitely got him around the chin, that one. Plays the ball back. It goes from dummy half. It was Patrick Andrews on to that man, Joe Hall, running forward. His leg picked up and driven into the deck by Foran. Hughes at dummy half, right in front of the goal post. Comes to the right-hand side, goes off to Patrick Andrews, off to Dylan Hughes, who puts his only foot on the accelerator, and if that was not for the sliding defence of Tyler Wolfgang, he was inside, gone a body.
Well, he bounced away and spun from Gone Body and almost went over.
And here we go, the last tackle option. It's a kick across field. It's going to make it in the in-goal area and not much pressure at all, but it's been taken on the full by Liam Boney. Now it's going to be Alex McNeil that runs it out for a quick tap on the 20-metre line, taps it. Oh. This is what I don't understand. I need a clarity on that rule.
Well, the referee wasn't quite back in position, and that's when he blows the whistle to say tap away.
I think what you'll find there is because Liam Boney passed it to him, it took away that option.
I guess he did too. He did too. Now it's a penalty for laying in the ruck for Denman, a get out of jail free card. Alex McNeil, and then Bailey Taylor. I thought that
he wanted the quick tap.
BT, don't take the quick tap from 30 metres out. You've got to boot with 4 and to kick to the sideline, surely. Or BT's going to take the kick himself to the sideline. He kicks it. It's good metres. Good metres from the young fella. That's going to be on the halfway line. It's going to be Denman to take the tap. Gretsch with the ball 10 metres in from this western sideline. Offloads to Ned Chapman, who runs into the... solid the shot there by Patrick Andrews and Dylan Edwards. Round the back. It goes from 4 and off to Bailey Taylor. Crash ball by Brady Benkovic. He does well to hold on to it there. He's over the 40 and he's still going. He's nearly up to the 30. Put down. And some side defence. Gretsch from dummy half. Jumps, goes himself. Turns it back inside to Liam Boney. And he busts through the... He's 19 metres out. Taken down. Centre of the field.
It was nice work. He came flying onto that ball, running the great angle.
Inside ball to Bailey Taylor, but the defence is up to it. What a shot by Brock Gilmore. Quick play the ball, though, very quick. Off to Gretsch, off to Ned Chapman. Ball out to Gone Body. Gone Body going for the line. He's going to get there, but he's being held up. Great defence. Again, Dylan Edwards
he's
marking up on Gone Body. It's going to be a now 10-metre play the ball. Is this the last tackle now?
What have we got? 13 minutes to go, and Denman are trying to step up the pace now.
As here we go. Body played the ball back, and it's now Liam Boney with his arm free. Gives it off to Liam Foran. Here's Gone Body's going for the try line. Gives it off to Supanavalu. Simple draw and pass, and they're over again. The Denman Devils. 8 points to 4 on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard. Near similar position to the last try, just a few metres in.
They shot up there well to shut down Got a Body, and unfortunately he left the winger unmarked, and it was a simple ball to the outside to score that try.
Yeah, the Greta winger come flying in to try and take Gone Body and missed him. If he'd taken him, would have shut the play down, but Gone Body then saw he's made out on the sideline, unopposed, easy try.
Yeah, look, that's just Greta Branxton. When it comes to possession rate, I'd easily say they've had 65% of the possession, and Denman with the ball have just been a much better side in attack.
Well, like I said a couple of minutes ago, Denman really have stepped up the pace. They've gone into another gear and quicker play the balls at the moment, and charging onto the ball with vigour, and Greta struggling.
Just noticed there that John Dale's come off it in the centres for Greta and been replaced by William Reagan, so I don't know much about William Reagan. Don't know if he's a centre, but go straight out there and mark up on Yui Bartholomew. Foran's pretty smart. I wouldn't be surprised if they find some early ball for Yui there and test him out.
Well, William Reagan, I haven't seen him first grade yet, so this will be an interesting one. But as I said, this man here right in front of us, Bailey Taylor from 22 metres out.
I'm not saying nothing.
9 metres in from the sideline. Oh, I'm backing him in on this one. Here he goes. He moves in, strikes the ball, taps it. Doesn't follow through with it. It's on off the upright, and it's over. Right hand upright, over the black dot.
Almost overcorrected, but taking the upright, as you said, Reg, and there they go, 10-4. 11 to go on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard.
Wow. Lucky that bounced through. I would never tip another goal-kicking effort because I've jinxed so many plays this year. It's not funny. But like you said, good goal kickers. Same sort, never missed twice.
Foxy, quick one for you, mate. Out on the field, you've had all that possession like Greta have done, and you're behind on the scoreboard. How does it make you feel as a player?
It can be a little bit disheartening, but I think the biggest thing is just to not let it sort of be that way. You just got to, they've scored 2 tries on us. Just reset, get back to what worked for us to start the game, and just up the ante again and get back to that point.
Denman tackled centre of the field, 10 metres out from their own uprights, and it's now on the field for them is Nathan Barry. He's good for metres too, the big boy. They're appealing for a quick play the ball and a penalty, but here goes Gone Body. He's into the defensive line and met there by Charlie Ray and Lewis Hughes. He's a good little defender, Lewis Hughes. I like him at dummy half. He goes Greta Branxton taking a hit up. They're in the centre of the field. Dead set centre of the field, 40 metres out. Great defence there by Greta Branxton.
It's been easy metres so far since the kick-off.
Oh, and a put down early there by Liam Boney, and it's caught by that man. Now watch the speed on this young fella, Casey Parsons. If he gets in the clear, he's got some toe. And he's made it to the 30-metre line, and he's still trying to wrestle.
One-on-one strip that Alex McNeil. Denman loved the one-on-one strip, and they're really good at it.
I've said that last weekend.
That's
Here
a
we
coach
go.
killer. Just got to hold the ball there.
Huey Bartholomew just strides over the 20-metre line now. He's about 17 metres out before he's brought down by young Ethan Sams. Then it comes out to Foran taps it on to Nathan Barry. He puts his head down and charges over the 10-metre line. Then now, he's dropped. Stripped. Didn't drop it. It was stripped.
Okay.
8 metres out from the try line, right in front.
I mean, the back of the player was to us. The referee had the best view. He's called the strip, 2 in the tackle.
Well, here we go. It's Brady Bekovic now charging forward off the tap. He's tackled right in front of the uprights. Gretsch at dummy half. Had to look back down. Liam Boney with the ball now. Turns it back into Tyler Wolfgang. He's got some power, that big boy, and he does get it over.
He's over.
He's over the try line. The Greta Branxton players exploding at the referee then.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Unless it was a front runner that went through. I don't.
Well, hang on a minute. Oh, no, he awards a Tyrese. You get a heart attack there.
I thought he was going to walk off the mark and go, no, something's gone wrong there. But, try awarded.
Well, he was right there, the man, Tyrese, in the middle to make that decision. And from what I saw was just great attacking and power by Tyler Wolfgang, and it certainly got over the try line. I don't know what Greta Branxton would be appealing for unless there was a potential double movement, but for all money, he was over the line.
Yeah, it looked fine to me at speed in real time.
Yeah.
We're going to do the NRL, are we? Slow it down and watch it back 15 times.
I think Greta just probably their inside defence there just slackened off, and you got someone like Wolfie with his speed coming back against the grain there. You really got to be alert to that and get your body in front. Otherwise, exactly what happened just then won't be the first time it happens.
No, and we've seen that in the second half of this first half, that the fast men for Denman have been getting onto the ball and getting onto it quickly and causing all sorts of issues for the defence.
Bailey Taylor converts the goal. I tell you what, Denman have capitalised every opportunity they've got to get the ball down this end, and again it came from that one-on-one strip, which we know Denman are dangerous for.
Yeah.
I don't know, we talked about this last week in the commentary, and I was with John Hampson from Greta Branxton, and we couldn't understand because everyone knows that Greta Branxton that Denman are notorious for it.
There's 2 clubs who probably try it more than others, Denman and Aberdeen.
Yep. Denman by far, especially on that the right-hand side, attacking side.
Between Liam Boney and Alex McNeil, they've probably had an average of 1 each a game.
And Huey Bartholomew, throw him in the mix.
7 minutes to go, 16-4.
That's a great kick-off. And it's dead in goals. It's a line dropout.
Yeah. They needed that Greta. Hopefully that just puts a bit of spring in the step again for them, and they can get back on the horse here and have a crack at Denman and hopefully come away with some points and get back in the game.
You really do want some points, don't you, before half-time if you're Greta?
I was going to say one converted try right now will put them just outside, but I think it'd do a mountain load for their confidence after this first half because they've had all the possession, but it's a dropout. It's a wobbly one.
Nice bounce, though, to sit up.
Here he goes, Joe Hall with a big run-up. Straight hard and into the Denman defensive line. I was trying to look at the screen, read the paper, and look at the play. Here we go around the back. Men can only do one thing. My wife tells me all the time.
Yeah, people like you give us a bad name.
Shut up. 30 metres out, 20 metres in from the eastern sideline. It's now Brady Hammond, Captain Courageous, charging towards Adam Gretsch. He goes over the top of Gretsch like a speed bump. He's got his arm free, he's trying to, but it's Gretsch that goes back in to assist Brady Bekovic with the tackle. From dummy half. It goes to Lewis Hughes, on to Joe Hall. He stops at the line of defence and he's hit by Barry.
There you go. They've got their shape set up to the left and they've got some numbers.
Greta Branxton, can they execute it though? That's going to be the decision. It's a slow play, the ball. Hughes turns it back under to Brock Gilmore. That's the man you want charging the ball forward, and he's making it towards the line, but he's got 3 Denman defenders on him, and it takes Bailey Taylor to go in there and push him back into the field of play. Last tackle, what have they got?
Just
Hughes.
look for a repeat set. Don't
Patrick Andrews with the ball now. Little grubber chipped into the inside. Oh, it's been knocked back by Togga Voodoo. Got a body.
And
but it's
they
collected
just
by
get back into the field of play. So
Higo's got a body right now. Bang! Lewis Hughes, great shot. Only shuts him down with about 2 metres gain there. They're on the 10 metre line. Gretsch at dummy half. gives it off to Sukanavalu, who steps off his right foot before he's met by Joseph Hall and put to the ground. Centre of the field, right in front of the uprights, 10 metres out from their own try line. Here it goes, around the back to Bailey Taylor. Great defence there by Lewis Hughes underneath and across Brady Hammond over the top. Gretsch says, let's get out of here, and punts it downfield.
Yeah, good kick.
That's over the 20-metre line. That's a massive kick. He's ran back to his 10-metre line and collecting it, the Greta Branxton player, and he's coming across field, Ruben Andrews, before he's absolutely collected by a three-man Denman tackle. So words being had between Patrick Andrews out there at the moment and Liam Foran, but it's now Parsons up to the 30-metre line.
Lewis Hughes just coming off the field there for Hayden Kowalski.
As here we go, Brady Hammond charges forward. He's over the 40-metre line, still going with Gretsch on his back and help with Ned
Jump down the short.
Chapman. Here we go, Kowalski from dummy half. Yeah. Jumps, goes himself. He's going in behind the markers. Oh, cops one for his troubles.
Good runner of the ball, Hayden. He'll look to cut in around the ruck there and try and make some inroads.
As here goes Charlie Ray. Oh, big
Good
shot
from
by Foran. 40 metres out from the Denman try line. Last tackle. 16-4 Denman leading the Greta Branxton Colts on the A-plus contracting and poly-welding scoreboard with 4 minutes to go. It's a midfield bomb again. It's going to be attacked by Sukanavalu. Did it touch him though? That's the question. Batted back by Greta Branxton. Now it's Kowalski with the ball. He's broken through the line. He's put up another bomb. Who's going to be this one?
Kick.
Oh, it's been knocked back by the Denman players.
I feel like
that was a... hang on.
What's this one for? In front of the kicker. Yep, in front of the kicker. The players are offside. It's been a penalty to Denman. Jeez, I thought that could have gone either way, that one.
Yeah, I think it was lucky though in front of the kicker because I think it was actually a Denman knock on there.
Got the winger out here for Greta, who's hobbling around as well. He's still on the field at the moment.
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, just hobbling around after that big hit from Liam Foran a little while ago.
It was a cracker. As he goes, Sukanavalu off the tack. That is a massive shot by the half-back. Or is that? No, that's not. Yeah, it is.
Paddy Andrews.
Paddy Andrews. I thought it may have been with the locks Kowalski, but that's Patrick Andrews. Now their defence is muscled up for Greta Branxton. They're driving.
That's all it takes. One person just go
backwards.
Let's go.
Gretsch from dummy half. Jumps, gives it to Bailey Taylor in behind the ruck. Oh, he's been crunched by Brady Hammond. They're over the halfway line. 15 metres in from this Western Grandstand at Denman Oval. Going out to Brady Benkovic. He passes it around the back to Liam Boney, who puts it deep. It's going to sit up.
Yeah,
that's going to sit up in the goal area.
Nice
it has.
kick.
It's collected by Ruben Andrews. He runs it back into, Boney with a massive shot.
He's gone into that tackle looking to strip that ball straight out, and he's achieved it.
Denman now with the ball, 9 metres out, only metres in from the eastern sideline. From dummy half, it's Huey Bartholomew. Is he going to make it? He's just turtled onto his back.
Almost
short
caught
of the
the
try
defence
line.
out.
This is a big, huge defensive set for Greta.
He's going to go himself here, Tokovidu. No, he's going to look, feeds it out the back, and it's now with that man, Tyler Wolfgang, shooting him behind. He's going to go in again, you know. He's got
he
there.
does.
He reaches out and scores the try. Right arm, fully extended, gets it down on the white line. Try, Denman Devils, 20 points to 4, with the kick to come on the A-plus contracting and poly-welding scoreboard. Jeez. Now you're deflated if you'd Greta Branxton going into half-time.
Definitely.
You've got to be. I mean, they really did need to score points to, one, get back in the game, but to lift their own spirits. But after letting that one in with less than a minute to go...
That was great play by Liam Boney leading up to that. The Greta boys come out of line and found a bit of energy there and belted 2 or 3 in a row, and Liam said, all right, let's put the ball back in your hands and see what you can do. And then he led the chase down there and got into his bag of tricks and stripped the ball, and have come away with another try to Tyler Wolfgang.
That's one thing I noticed with Boney. Every time he does kick the ball, he likes to be first down there and making sure he's harassing the player, picking the ball up. But we've seen him put in 3 now, early in the count before the last, and trying to catch Greta unaware, and his kicking game, like sitting that there just at the end goal, perfect.
I tell you what though, Greta Branxton really have stuck at the Denman, especially in defence, for what the scoreboard states, 20-4 with the kick to come. But they've expelled a lot of energy, Denman, in the first 10 minutes that I thought, geez, they're going to be finding it hard coming out of this, but the scoreboard does not reflect this first half of football.
Not at all. I mean, we saw Denman start with a couple of mistakes and giving away some silly penalties that led to the first Greta try. And since then, they've really picked their game up and picked up the intensity as well, which Greta have to match come the second half now.
And that's waved away from Bailey Taylor, and that is half-time, 20 points to 4. The Denman Devils leading the Greta Branxton Colts in the A-plus contracting and poly-welding scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, and after that, we'll be back to discuss the first half.
out on the field for the second half, so they're keen to get back underway. Denman now coming out of the sheds. And it won't be too long before we'll see Denman kick off too, Greta, to get things back underway for the second half on the A+ Contracting and Poly Welding scoreboard. 20 points to 4.
Biggest thing for Greta here with this first set off the kickoff is just roll it out, get to your kick, and just find yourself in the groove of the second half here.
Yeah, exactly. They do have to get to their kick, won't they?
Yep.
And you've got to make sure you've got that positive start, mistake-free.
Yeah, well, it's going to be whether they can, what they do in this first 5 minutes. The Denman Devils. Because it's Bailey Taylor with the ball on the tee at the moment.
Tell you what, your poor wife, she's struggling here. She's got the hand warmers and all and keeps dropping them everywhere.
Well, she's got one job. As here we go. It's Greta Branxton taking on full through Ethan Sams, and then it's Brock Gilmore charging across the field towards the centre. But he's pushed back in some solid defence by Brady Benkovic and Nathan Barry with the assistance of Gretsch. Dummy half. Kowalski gives it off to Hall. Hall's charging forward. He's got through the line. He's made extra metres.
It's been good since he's come on for the boys.
He's tackled just shy of the 30-metre line. They go to the right side towards the Denman Township through Brady Hammond. He's charged up to the 40-metre lines before he's put down by Tyler Wolfgang. Dummy halves Kowalski.
Yeah,
he kicks it from
good
within
option.
the 40.
Yep.
It's going to be an interesting bounce, but it's going down towards the 20-metre line. It's just in field. Bailey Taylor collects it. It's a great chase by the Greta Branxton Colts, but the first tackler falls off there in Ray and he makes it over the 20-metre line.
It's a good first set from Greta.
Yeah, and it's exactly what we talked about, Foxy. They needed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to muscle up now.
Gone to body it. He's charged into Kowalski and he's taken down there by Kowalski and that man Patrick Andrews has had a big game at half-back. Gretsch from dummy half off to Suka Navalu. It's Fijian after Fijian. He's through the 40-metre line. He's still going before he's brought down there by Joe Hall and another one of the Greta defenders there in number 16. Chris
Nice low tackle there.
I think there's a jumper switch there between them two. As dummy half, Gretsch gives it off to Foran, but we'll call it as it is, and he puts it deep. It's going to sit up in the in goal area, is it? No, it's going to roll dead. This will be a 7-set repeat for the Greta Branxton Colts.
7 tackle set, even.
Yep.
You really struggle with that one, don't you?
I do. That's the one thing I struggle with. I'm going to have to go to bed with it written on my hand to read it when I'm going to bed. Here we go. Tackle to 30-metre line. The Denman Devils up there in hard defence between Gretsch, Tyler Wolfgang and Rapini Togavudu. Brock Gilmore with the ball. He brings it forward.
He's had a big game today up front.
We'll wait until Harry Hobden comes back on. He's at the 20-metre line. Gilmore, centre of the field, slow play the ball. Kowalski at dummy half goes to Captain Courageous. Brady Hammond who charges forward. He's made some good metres. He's nearly at the halfway line. He's brought down just on it by Foran and Benkovic. 20 metres in from the eastern sideline. They go down that short corridor. Here it is. It's Grissinger Jr. He charges up to the 40-metre line.
Run.
They're in Denman territory. Still the fourth tackle. Come out here to Charlie Ray, who looks for support, but there's no one there. But it's busted to the line, and it's Gretsch on his back and Benkovic swinging to the ground. They're 25 metres out. Now it's 4, sorry. I thought there's been more tackles than 7. As he goes, Brady Hammond gives it off to... that wasn't even on. That wasn't even on. Gretsch now with the ball pushing and shoving and going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere at all.
It's a shame. It was a good set for Greta, and they just got to build pressure. They just got to get down here and at worst get a kick into a corner and force them to work hard out of their own end. Here
goes Togavudu. He's tackled 25 metres out and then driven back to the 20-metre line by Brady Hammond. Strong defence by Greta Branxton. I'll give them that. It's just the attack that's cutting them apart with the real executed moves by the Denman Devils. Really fluent. Here's Gretsch appealing for a quick play the ball. Comes out the back here to young Huey Bartholomew. He's not that young anymore, is he? He's like your age, isn't he?
He's I think he's 32 now, a couple of years older than me.
Still playing first
Still
grade
silky
football.
as ever.
And it's put downfield from within the 40 by Foran. Is this going to bounce? It's going to nearly go dead itself again. This is going to go. He's played at it right on the dead ball line.
Tell you what, I think he
bringing it back into the field. I would have let it go too. And it's hit very solidly by Boney and Ned Chapman in the tackle there was Ruben Andrews. Now from dummy half, it's a short one. Billy Mitchell nearly gets a one-on-one strip done on him by Boney again, only right underneath the uprights. Bringing it out is Parsons. He could have got a penalty there, but now he's been dragged back. Huey going a bit high in that tackle with the assistance of Alex McNeil. He's put to the ground. As here we go, this is Joe Hall with the ball, runs it, bang, straight down to the ground by Tyler Wolfgang. Not much metres. Now they're going nowhere, Greta Branxton.
No,
who's going to put their hand up to go
quicksand,
forward?
aren't they?
That man there, Gilmore. Oh, that's a head clash.
Yeah,
That's a bad head clash.
Stubbs is coming out of that.
That was,
Yeah.
And time's been called straight away.
Tyler Wolfgang tackling him from behind and Stubbs coming in at full pelt from the side, and I saw his head whip back.
Yeah, there was a definite head clash, and he grabbed his head as he hit the ground.
Straight away.
Geez, I thought the head clash between Wolfgang and Benkovic, if you told me that was going to happen, I thought Wolfie would have come out of it worse off.
I just really feel for Brady's modelling career here. I hope he hasn't done any damage.
I'd say Stubbs has given him a spray telling him to get up, but no, it was a fair head clash. It's a wonder they don't take him off because he did go straight to the ground holding his head. So he's given a wink to the boys. He's all right.
I'll give Stubbs. He is a tough character, Stubbs. It'll take a lot for him to want to come off the field. So probably, I think he probably should have come off the field there and going by the HRA rules that we sort of live with in today's society. But
Gilmore plays it back to Kowalski, who puts it downfield. Young Andrews does, and it's not made much distance. They're up the 40-metre line already and over it. He's Sukanavalu. He's put to the ground by Dylan Edwards. What a match-up. It's been out there on that side of the field. Now it's Togavudu, gone a body, nearly through the line. He's got one arm free, but just gets really ripped apart there by Grissinger Jr. Kowalski in there as well. As the ball's played back, it comes out to 4 and off to Boney. Boney throws the biggest dummy I've ever seen and going nowhere. And it's Kowalski's let go of a jersey, and Brady Hammond brings him down there with a great tackle over the shoulder.
Yeah, he might have collected him a fraction high, but Boney is staying down, getting back up now.
Might have caught one on the stars there.
As here we go around the back, it's off to Yui Bartholomew. Oh, picked up.
Oh, good ball.
By young Kowalski, and now it's back inside to Togavudu. Togavudu's nearly at the try line, right in front of the upright. The right-hand side upright travelling towards the southern end of the field, and it's Gretsch running across field trying to go himself. He's going to lay down there.
Well done. He threw a dummy and it looked like it was going to open up for him.
Like to hear what he's saying there.
Yeah, plays the ball back. Now it's out to forward on the last tackle. He gives it off to Bailey Taylor. It's been kicked, and it's now off to Dylan Edwards, who's now made it up nearly
here we go.
to the
20
metre
play a
line.
bit up tempo here. Go at him.
Should be a penalty.
Got a few
there.
scrambling Denman bodies. Just go at him.
He goes Charlie Ray.
Charge hard. That's the way. Nice, straight, hard run.
And he's nearly up to the 40-metre line. It's now a penalty.
There we go.
What's this one for?
Get it in the touch and go at him again.
What's that one? Is that
shoulder charge?
Oh,
shoulder charge?
Yeah.
Shoulder.
Well,
they need that. Just march up the field here.
There we go. Taking it up to the halfway.
The biggest thing with Greta is it's only 16 points. May seem like a little bit, but there's a lot of time left in the ball game. Just get the ball down in there and just continue to tire Denman, make him do a lot of defence, and just mount some pressure.
well, they've got no ball on the far side of the field, no ball boy. So they've had to kick the ball from this side of the field, and it's going to wear a bit of time down.
There's why wingers don't kick.
Big Dog's gone to bed, Reggie. All the ball boys are at home in bed. School night.
Normally I'm in bed by now if I'm not returning phone calls, but here it is. Billy Mitchell taps it, gives it off to Charlie Ray, who taps it on to Grissom Jr., who's charging forward. Put down. Only made a few metres there off that tap. Dummy half's Kowalski. He sends it out to Brock Gilmore, taps it on to Brady Hammond, who gets
Great
one
tackle.
leg caught by Liam Boney, and he's put to the ground. Centre of the field, they go back towards in the inside.
I'll tell you what, there's a few lazy bodies starting to float around the ruck for Denman. Greta just sort of sniff some of those inside balls out around the ruck. They could catch them here.
Greta Branxton's 25 metres out from the Denman try line at the moment. Patrick
Don't
Andrews overrunning the ball there at the moment. No one really with him. He gives it offload. Here it is. It's with Charlie Ray, and he's over the 10
Leg drive, still going.
20 metre line. He's nearly brought down 15 metres out. He is. Kowalski from dummy half goes the short side. Patrick Andrews, Dylan Edwards, one-on-one with that could be play on. As now it's Billy Mitchell going for the try line. He's going to, he's millimetres. Brought down by a body.
Lucky to get away with a forward pass there, I think.
Again, Kowalski from dummy half.
That's penalty.
That's a penalty every day of the week.
Yes. You can't do that. You can't jump from on the lawn and hit the ball out of the dummy half's hand.
Just mount some pressure here. Just sure they've got a set play.
I think they need to set themselves, mate. They don't look to have much structure at all.
Paddy probably just needs to relax a little bit. He's gone to that right edge a couple of times.
That's what they did, and need a knock on off the tap.
Old coach killer.
Oh dear, no, Grissinger Jr. puts it down.
Again, we see pretty similar things to the first half where they've been given all of the ground and just not being able to cross the stripe, and a mistake there after earning another set.
20 points.
Not good.
20 points to 4. Denman leading the Greta Branxton Colts on A+ contracting and polywadding scoreboard. Denman with the scrum feed. 10 metres out from their own try line, and the scrum's already broken and the ball hasn't even gone in. So they've called them all back and told them to bind in. He feeds the ball at the base of the scrum to Foran. Now it comes out to Sukanavalu. He's hit. He's made about 4 metres there, and he's wrestled to the ground in some strong defence. And now it's Benkovic over the 20-metre line, charging up nearly at the 30-metre line. He's brought down. Gretsch goes to the left-hand side, down the short side. They're on the 20-metre corridor, and it's a big hit there. Brady Hammond.
Took him up beyond the horizon.
Patrick Andrews and Gonabody. That was the funniest thing I've seen. You'll watch that back on the replay, boys, that Gonabody just ran up and put his hands on the cheeks of Patrick Andrews and just had a quiet word, like as if, it's okay, mate, I'm sorry about before.
Just relax.
Let's move forward.
But yeah, that looked dangerous. Picked him up, had him past the point of no return, and then ended up putting him down gently, but penalty had to be awarded.
So 16 is Grissinger Jr. There you go.
Yep.
I've seen him up close, and my apologies. Thought they had a jersey change.
Unlike you to be wrong.
Thought they had a jersey change. Well, now that I can see them clear as day on this big screen.
They do look very similar in stature.
Yes.
I'll let you get away with that one.
So we're looking for a ball again.
Where is the ball boy?
Oh,
There was a young fella running out to the far side now. I think he was going to go back and have his Milo or something, but
been
I don't blame him.
been up the paddock chasing girls.
And now it's Dan Chapman running the ball, and he's lost it off the tap. Great hit by Brady Hammond, and it was those two that collided that gave away the penalty.
Oh, well, Ned Chapman gave it to Brady Hammond after that last tackle, and he summoned up a bit of courage there and ran straight at him and spilled his biscuits.
Well, when I think about Greta Branxton and going back years, one of the characters I think of, you think of the Miras, Bassinis and all of those players, but you think of Brady Hammond and how, strong he was and dominant when they were in the premiership many years ago. So he's back captain coaching, and he's got a good character, and I think he'll build a good club around him in the long term.
Yeah, it's great for the group, honestly, to get Greta back involved and have those 6 teams in first grade fighting it out, and for them to come back in and be as strong as they have been this year. Again, it's just exactly what Group 21 needed.
Yes, it's Parsons got the ball now, and it's Alex McNeil who's going for the one-on-one strip and put to the ground. But like I said, Brady Hammond was the man that they needed to get back to the club, and they got their man.
Yep.
And now here it is, Joe Hall, Grissinger Jr. up over the halfway line, rolled over the halfway line.
But if you hear Greta talk about what they got coming through in junior-wise as well, they may be able to put an 18s together next season, which is really positive as well.
Yeah,
that'd
absolutely.
Be fantastic.
And ourselves at Musbrook will be in the right spot for an 18s as well. So to boost that 18s comp again in the Group 21, it would be great.
As here it is with Brady Hammond tackled 32 metres out from the try line. It's Patrick Andrews with a little chip over the top. It's going to make it to the sideline. He's just going to sit up. That's a great chase.
Yeah.
That's a great chase. BT's been trapped in the in-goal area. Well done by Billy Mitchell.
Probably the best option that Paddy Andrews has come up with tonight, I think.
Look, that ball looked for me, it was going to go over the sideline, but decided to take a left-hand turn and go back in field. And there you go, a reset coming up for Greta.
You're not a halfback, are you?
No.
Never in doubt. It was always sitting up there.
Well, a fully stacked eastern side for the Denman Devils. They won't want Greta Branxton to come back this way as they drop it out. It's gone down the centre of the field. I'll tell you what, eyes up, boys.
Oh, get it on the
Here
floor,
goes
please.
Ethan Sams with the ball. He passes it on to that big man Joe Hall, who's whacked underneath. Great tackle underneath.
Probably slipped the handbrake there a little bit.
Nathan Barry. Here goes Brady Hammond around the back. Ball onto Ethan Sams. Ethan Sams steps off his left foot. He's looking for support. He's trapped by Togavudu and twisted in the tackle by Tyler Wolfgang. 20 metres out, centre of the field. Kowalski at dummy half. Gives it on to Brady Hammond. He runs the ball with both hands.
Oh,
he gives it offload to Gilmore.
Good tackle, BT underneath there. Try saver.
4 metres out from the try line. Kowalski from dummy half goes himself.
I told you,
he's
loves
trying
the dart.
And is he there?
I think he's there.
He's
No. No, he's saying, no, he's lost it.
Gretchy's laughing
Yeah.
because I think he got that ball down, and Gretchy's going, I got him on that
I'm
one.
just looking at Ash laughing there. I think Gretchy's very vocal about what happened under the post there. Telling the referee.
He's a used car salesman. He sold that to the referee.
He's a lot of things, Gretch.
He sold that. The referee was convinced he had the ball down.
I think he just thanked Ty for that.
Again, here we are with Greta missing out on a great opportunity and good field position.
Wow. Kowalski, I thought he was down for all money.
Well, look, when he took off from dummy half, he had to stay down low, but he stood upright and made himself an easier target for the defence.
Denman about to inject the man, Tommy.
That's, there we are with Huey Bartholomew. I think after the game, if you ask Adam Gretsch, he will tell us that he sold that one. As it goes down the blind side, it's now with Gone a Body. He charges. He's caught, put down, 20 metres out, 20 metres in from the eastern sideline, still getting out of their own danger end. Now it's Sugunavalu. He's been hit, bounces out of one, and then, massive shot over the top by Patrick Andrews. Was Charlie Ray in the initial contact, and he's wheeled out of that with a bit of an ankle injury, but now it's Nathan Barry charging forward. He drops the ball back on the ground. Do you call that a knock on? I'm back in the... referee's there, but I thought he turned to twist that ball back. He was looking for the offload. But it's going to be a Greta Branxton scrum.
A little bit scrappy here, Denman. Last couple of sets.
35 metres out, yes, but Greta haven't capitalised on it. 20
really
points to 4.
Got to come away with points here.
I think Gretchy's loving the fact that he's mic'd up out there by the looks of the camera person here.
I tell you now, it doesn't matter if he's got a mic on or not. He just loves the sound of his voice on a footy field.
I don't think you're going to get any disputes out of Pete or Nye on that one.
Nah, it's good, but when you're out there and you hear him revving you up, you tend to react to it.
Sam goes off the scrum and he's put down in some strong defence there by Tyler Wolfgang. Can they capitalise on all this possession from dummy half? It's on to that.
Good tackle by Taylor.
Harry Hobden coming onto the field now. This is what Greta Branxton do need. Hammond plays the ball back to Kowalski. It's off to Brock Gilmore, who runs at the ball. He nearly breaks through the line, and his great tackle underneath by Togavudu. 10 metres out, centre of the field. Kowalski Harry Hobden wound up. There he goes. He's got his body loaded.
He's burrowing deep there. That's a rugby stature if I've ever seen it.
Kowalski from dummy half goes to the right hand side. It's typical Greta Branxton play tonight. They've knocked it on through Charlie Ray. 7 metres out from the try line. It's going to be a scrum 10 metres out though to Denman Devils. 24 metres in from the sideline on the eastern side. Jeez, I tell you.
This is why it's 20 points to 4 and not the other way around, because Greta just keep making the mistakes. I mean, they've got all the field possession. They had a majority of the field possession in the first half and just not able to capitalise through sloppy play.
Falling off the base of the scrum, gives it to Gone a Body. That man has been, again, very strong tonight, but just can't break the line. 20 metres out from his own try line. 20 metres in from the western sideline. Now it's Brady Bekovic charging it forward. He's taken down.
Every now and then that breeze picks up and it's cold.
I can't feel that heater behind me. Huey Bartholomew now 35 metres out. 20 metres in from the western sideline. It's Alex McNeil with the hit up. He's made some great metres there. He's just shy of the halfway line. That was not a bad run down the short side there by Alex McNeil. As they spin it wide, it's now off to Tommy Mann. Tommy Mann with all legs and body in motion.
It was a bullet pass out to him.
He's got good hands. As here we go, Brady Hammond holding on as long as he can to slow that play the ball down. Forehand puts boot to ball.
Good kick pressure there.
It's coming down towards Ethan Sands takes it really well and drops straight to the ground. Especially with BT coming. Here goes Parsons. He's going across field. He's got a bit of toe about him. Like I said, he's been welcome to Gone a Body. That's it. That was silly. That's WWF stuff. That is.
I said earlier tonight that Gone a Body looked like he'd taken angry pills.
We had him around the head, like his head got headgear on. He had him around the head from behind, around his chin, and then it was sort of a crusher tackle drop.
I think he was just checking the strap on his headgear.
No.
Making sure it was tight enough, you reckon, Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, but rightly so, penalty given.
I'm not
upfield.
Not even going to say it with Greta here.
Oh, wow, this is a great touch finder.
They know what they're going to do here.
35 metres out. Well, we've said it the past 7 times they've been down here, but I'm not going to... They're don't want to jinx them. Oh, that ball out in front of Charlie Ray, and he collects it.
I think Brady Hammond just needs to use his experience here and just say, look, come on, boys, get behind me here. Just keep it simple, mount some pressure. Points will come.
Well, look where they're getting the ball, not even at the ad line. But here we go. It's off to Ethan Sams. Sams for the try line.
Jeez,
it's going to be a foot race. And it's well brought down by Bailey Taylor. Try-saving tackle again.
Short side here. No.
It's all good to score the tries, but if you can save them like Bailey Taylor just did as well as
get it to the middle here. Get it to... Oh,
they're going the blind side. It's off to Parsons.
Yeah, that's a poor option.
That's out.
Yeah, his foot's gone out first,
yes,
so took 100%. Him into touch.
Yeah.
Why did they go that blind side? No.
If they, the play the ball wasn't quick enough to capitalise on that short side there. They just had to get it to the middle, and again, I'll say it again, mount some pressure.
Greta Branxton.
And that's what the game of footy's about. Mount the pressure on your opposition, and then the points will come. But
they've had all the ball. 20 points to 4. They're behind on the A+ contracting Polly scoreboard. He's got that
just
ball.
knocked that on.
Oh, that is a knock on.
Oh, wow, he's told him to replay it.
Technically hasn't played it yet. So.
Oh, jeez, Foxy. I'm not going to go with you on that one. That's Brady Benkovic with the ball. Centre of the field. Tackled 15 metres out from his try line. It's come down this corridor. It's
good shot.
Big shot there by number 16, Robert Grissinger Jr. on Liam Ford. What's this one for?
They've let him know about it too, haven't they?
An elbow. Forearm being used.
Pushing the face down. Well, Foran's calling out someone, but that was a big chase by Foran. He's put himself out there.
I'll tell you what, the next time that 16 runs the ball, I don't know where Foran will come from on the field, but he'll find a way to be in that tackle.
Grissinger Jr., yeah, but he has to be careful because he did it last week down at Greta and gave the forearm and ended up in the sin bin.
I don't think he cares. He wants revenge, I reckon. Look at
Here goes Togavudu. He runs straight into Grissinger. Joe takes him down right on the halfway line, 10 metres in from this western grandstand. Now it's around the back play. It's from Boney onto Bailey Taylor. He's tackled 45 metres out from the Greta Branxton try line by Brady Hammond. And he's rolled another 5 metres forward from DeMarca. That's Brady Hammond who gets the ball, the player, and takes down Gretsch. He should have been penalised for that one. I'll go with you on that one, Foxy. He's laying hang on. Gretchy getting told to get back on side, get back there and play the ball by Gilmore, bit of push and shove. Here we go, it's Boney coming towards the centre of the field. He gives it off to number 11, Tyler Wolfgang. He's met by Grissinger Jr., Ethan Sams and Gilmore. Gretsch from dummy half goes to the left-hand side towards the Denman Township. It's all the way out there onto that far wing. It's gone to body with the ball. He tries a bit of a jig and a weave, but it gives a good ball off to Sukanavalu. Sukanavalu tries to put it on the toe, but I don't think it met the ball there, so it'll be knock on. Now here we go. This is the moment that you guys have been wanting to see. It'll be Greta Branxton rucking it out from their own zone, and of course Foran is going to be after his man, Grissinger Jr.
A couple of Greta boys down there, yeah.
Background.
Yeah, that's Charlie Ray.
Charlie down again. He was cramping up before.
Get some pickle juice out to him.
18 minutes to go on the clock as we know that the clock is down on the A+ contracting and Polly Welding scoreboard, 20 points to 4. Greta Branxton are behind after all the possession they've had. As here we go now, Greta Branxton, Patrick Andrews to feed the scrum. Right down on the car park end, 10 metres out from the try line, 20 metres in from the sideline. They still haven't packed, here we go. Even though the prop's head wasn't down, it's that man Parsons with the ball right in front of the uprights, and he's being pushed and shoved. He's going to be worked back into the in-goal area, and it is a penalty.
Oh.
Well, he's obviously held there at some stage.
I didn't think momentum had stopped. Momentum was still moving, so they hadn't lifted him off the ground.
It's one of those ones that's always,
Patrick Andrews to kick towards this western sideline, and he's found touch, a great kick.
That's a good touch.
30 metres.
2 in a row.
30 metres out now from right underneath his goal post he was.
That's his last 2. He's found about the same distance.
Parsons, here we go. Tap.
The 16?
Oh, no. Goes off to Ethan Sams. He takes a hit up. Where are the forwards?
That's straight onto his head.
On the point of his head.
Could have up there.
That was on the point of his head.
It was.
Watching it on this screen here, that was on the point of his head. There was no neck, no shoulder. It was dropped right on his head by Togavudu.
He's gotten up. That's a positive sign there.
Well, he has jumped straight back up, which is a bonus.
Oh, it's good for that's good for his well-being.
Yeah,
but
it could have been very ugly.
That was directly straight down. That is one of the worst spear tackles I've seen.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I think
Voodoo.
I think that's a send-off, honestly.
Oh, honestly, I'd probably go with you on that.
And I'd be surprised if we see Denman down
I know
to 12.
it probably wasn't overly intentional, but
No, but that
for the
was
severity of how he landed, it could have been very bad. Yeah.
One-on-one, that was picked up and dropped right on the spine. Well, it's going to be interesting. This is on you, Tyrese, now.
Greta crowd just here reminding Foran about his Greta Branxton days.
But I don't understand. Tyrese was on the spot. I know that you do intend to need a referee's report, but usually he could say, I've got this, boys. I've seen it all. Sure, he's not asking advice what to do, but that's...
Who was it that made the tackle?
Tyler Voodoo.
Yeah, I think.
I'd say be gone.
I think he's
sent.
Yeah, sent.
Yeah, looking at that body language from Tyrese.
And like I said, the best thing is Ethan Sams has got up out of that.
He's calling him out now.
But it'd be interesting to see if the salesman Foran can talk him out of this. I'm watching Tyrese now. The camera is on him.
Oh, he's pretty good, Ty. I've tried to talk him out of a few calls over the years, and he's pretty good with that.
10 minutes.
He's only given him 10.
10 minutes in the bin. I've seen some spear tackles. That's one of the worst I've seen. He gets 10 in the bin.
Yeah, look.
Probably fair call, but I mean, yeah. I don't know. I still worry about player welfare there.
Yeah, look, I'd say the saving grace there for not it being a send-off is the fact that Sam's jumped straight back to his feet.
Exactly
yeah, but
right.
should it really take for a player to be injured?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, if someone else was in there, they tilted that, but that was just a one-on-one.
For me, it's a send-off straight up.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
As here we go, Patrick Andrews.
We might catch this here, Reggie.
Oh, I don't think so, mate.
Ash, get ready for it. Here it comes.
I've called that. I've called that.
It's coming straight through our quick.
Oh, it's in the bag.
Yeah, it's in the bag. Underneath the table in the bag here, right in the commentary box. Good call by there, Hayden Fox. Is now Greta Branxton through Gilmore. 12 metres off that tap. He's tackled 20 metres in from this western sideline, 28 metres out. Harry Hobden with the ball in behind the markers. They've got 12 men they're running at now. Can they pile on points?
Come on, surely they
Lewis Hughes, dummy half, off to Captain Courageous, Brady Hammond, who gets taken down low by Bailey Taylor, and Ned Chapman over the top. Lewis Hughes from dummy half back to the centre of the field.
Option.
Finds Gilmore. Gilmore can get that arm free. He's dangerous.
Tell you what.
But he's tackled 3 metres out, right in front of the uprights. Lewis Hughes goes round the back, sweeping play, but it's again Patrick Andrews. And he's dropped the ball.
Got rid of that.
It's play on. Brady Benkovic's up over the 20-metre line, or he's on the 20-metre line, put down.
He's just got. He's been rushed on that edge multiple times tonight, and he's just always looking to offload or get the ball away still.
Nice
hit,
trying to make up for the mistake.
Just take the tackle, mate, and reset and go the next play.
As here we go, Brady. Lewis Hughes has just missed him.
That's a shoulder charge there, definitely.
Well, it's play on. Denman have lost it.
Referee trying to play the whistle, boys.
Oh, they're into it here. In back play.
Back play. It was too. Sukunavalu.
And Dylan Edwards, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crowd's starting to get vocal.
I mean, it's a decent sized crowd considering Thursday night, school night for most.
Yep.
Yep. Hang
on.
Sounds
like a bit of push and shove. I thought Gonabody was being nice when he was tapping people on the jaw and having a chat to him, but he's not. Yeah. He's firing them up.
No, he's had the angry pills tonight.
Wow. But here we go. Now it's Harry Hobden charging the Bailey
tackle. Bailey Taylor.
Into Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor.
How good is he been tonight?
Been rolled over the top of.
Bailey Taylor's up there, probably one of the best players in the group.
Around the back play, here we go. It's with the fullback, Ruben Andrews.
Geez.
Parsons picks it up and goes back in. This could be a try. Yes, it is.
Yes, great try.
That is a try, a great try.
Well there to get that down. He stepped inside one or two there and managed to contortion his body around. Reached out with the left hand and scored a great try.
Look, bouncing ball at the ankles as the defence is coming at him. He picks that up, steps a couple, and as you say, stretches out one-handed. Game on. Over the line.
He could not see where he was going with that ball. He was hoping, and he got it down. Casey Parsons, a piece of magic. Right in the corner. This is going to be exactly from where Bailey Taylor missed his kick earlier on.
It is, about that hand width in.
Patrick Andrews with a kick.
Yeah.
To bring him back within 10 points. Can't waste time. I think they said 15 minutes 3 minutes ago. So
that's plenty of time in a game of football, Reg.
Well, while they've got 12 people down, they need to make sure that they're making... 12 people on the field, one person down. They've got to make sure that they're attacking it. And it's after points where Greta Branxton do worry me. They've made a couple of errors in the past few weekends that I've seen them.
Just want to, You look at Greta's struggled a couple of times when they've gone right. They've been pressured and they've not come away with points, and they've dropped the ball. That's twice they've scored down the left edge. So maybe the left edge for them is where they exploit here.
As he moves in and kicks the ball, it's not a bad kick, but it's to the left of the uprights. Boy, Patrick Andrews, but you're right. Patrick Andrews needs to calm down.
12-point game here.
Just compose himself with the ball in hand, and if needed, take the tackle. But I think it's a timing thing. I think he's might be overthinking things at times.
Just understand it in the context of the game that it's not the last minute of the game, and we don't have to score a try this set. We can just exactly that, mount some pressure, find a repeat set. Sorry.
So yeah. That's all right, you can muddle your words up, mate.
Yeah,
20 points.
Happens to the best of us.
20 points to 8 on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard. 2 converted tries. The Greta Branxton Colts are down as they ruck their way out of trouble. It's Charlie Ray to play the ball back. Dummy half Lewis Hughes. Gets it on to Grissinger Jr. Sorry, Joe Hall. Now that we can see the numbers on the screen, it's great. Lewis Hughes from dummy half gives it off to Brady Hammond. He's moving forward. He's broken through the first line. And he's taken down just shy of the 40-metre line.
Again there by Liam Boney, looking for another strip.
Lewis Hughes from dummy half gives it on to Harry Hobden. Cut out ball by Harry Hobden.
What can't he do?
Gives it off to Kowalski.
Great footwork.
And it's off to Parsons. You watch this boy. He can make it. Bailey Taylor he misses him.
He's still going.
Parsons is over the 10-metre line. He's collided by 3.
The shift's on right here.
You've got to go right. You've got to go right and
let
go
the ball
fast.
go.
They're all over him. That's a penalty.
That's almost a professional foul there.
Definitely. They go right.
Let it go.
It's going out to Patrick Andrews with the ball, and he's again overthought things, and he's taken down 3 metres short of the try line.
I'll tell you what,
swing it back this way, boys.
The one time he tucked it on his wing and run it, that's probably the one time you want him to use his edge.
He's going for the quick dart, and it's a try. That ball's down.
No, he's called him held up.
Look at that ball. It was on the ground. Charlie Ray's dead set scored that try. I mean, I know people at home can't see it, but we're looking at it on the screen here. When you look back at it on YouTube, you'll be able to see how that was a try.
Cramping up again, Charlie. Time off at the minute.
Jeez. That was a massive call.
They'll bring it out the 10 if Charlie can get back to his feet to play the ball. He's down at the moment. He's grabbing at a hamstring now.
Gretchy having a nice little chat there to Lewis Hughes.
I think Gretchy's loving the fact that he's marked up.
Charlie's gone.
They can talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles, Gretch.
Rich Hayden Fox. Again, 20 points to 8 on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard. Greta Branxton heading north. They're 10 metres out. They'll play the ball. He's still talking. Gretch hasn't shut up. As here we go, Lewis Hughes off to Brady Hammond. He taps it on to big...
great hands.
He's there. No, just shy.
Just shy. Lewis Hughes from dummy half on the last Rob pass over the top to Harry. To Andrews. Now it's Dylan Edwards. It's the last tackle. Someone needs to tell Edwards it's the last tackle. It's a penalty. Oh, what a let-off. What a let-off.
A quick tap there, son.
All offside. Tyrese, 5 metres out. Greta Branxton now on the attack through Joe Hall.
Just come off here.
Yeah,
Joe Hall.
He's done a hamstring by the look of it.
Twisted in the tackle there. Great defence over the top by Tyler Wolfgang. Bailey Taylor again underneath. Lewis Hughes. Dummy half goes himself. Oh, he's held up. That's held up.
Great online defence. That's about 3 or 4 now throughout the game there. They've held him up over the line from the quick dart.
Yeah, Bailey Taylor's probably saved all 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere in defence for him.
Lewis Hughes. Now we'll play the ball back to Patrick Andrews, 10 metres out from the Denman try line. It's just chewing time now. They've got 12. There goes Harry Hobden again.
Brady Bankovic.
Brady Bankovic with the assistant of Thomas Mann in there. Here we go. It's Lewis Hughes. He'll go short to...
Oh, he's done with a hole.
Brady Hammond.
Mann's got hold of him.
To the ground. No, there's 4 Denman players in there. He's held up again. Great defence on the line by the Denman Devils.
That man Bailey Taylor underneath. Again.
So, just again, they're not executing. They're not doing anything that will punish the opposition. As now it's Harry Hobden with the ball. Now he puts his foot down again, and he's going to go towards the uprights, and he's tackled just shy of the try.
There's a lot of numbers in there.
They need a try. They need a try right now. It's the last tackle.
Come back this side. Come back to the blind.
As they go to the open, they go against you, and they come back to Brady Hammond, who goes over for a try.
See what he did?
Why go to the blind side when you can come straight back on behind the markers?
I'm going to call they came to the blind. They might have thrown it to the open, but he stepped back inside towards the blind.
Again,
Yeah.
that was
right next to the uprights.
I think, I don't know if that was something that Brady Hammond called for the boys there, but they just went crash, 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 crash until
But it was a terrible pass.
But they got a result, so that's what they're after.
That last tackle, that's what I mean. They've got to be composed. It went above his head. He's caught it at full stretch and a jump, and then he's stepped back into the left-hand side and over for a try. Brady Hammond, if you're going to do it, you lead from the front, and that's what he's done.
Yeah.
20 points to 12.
Kick to come.
Kick to come to take them within a converted try, and after all the possession they've had, they should be in front.
They should be. They should be a lot closer, if not in front on the scoreboard, definitely, and that's only been their own fault that they haven't.
So again, on the A+ contracting and poly welding scoreboard, this conversion will take him to a converted try away from tying things up, and he's got it. Great kick from Patrick Andrews. They did need it.
And of course, Denman still with only 12 on the field.
Yes. Well, Daniel French, I can see, is warming up down there on the sideline to come back in for another stint for the Denman Devils. But it's going to be who's got the will and the desire at the moment.
Daniel French coming back onto the field here.
Well, it'll only have to be about 8 minutes left, I reckon.
Can't be too much longer.
Be good to know.
You know people, you've got contacts.
Two of the most important people in Muscle.
Bailey Taylor, a short drop. Oh, no, that's...
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
He's a talent, Bailey Taylor, I tell you.
Play, what
And up he goes, it's play on.
What the heck has happened there?
He's
The
had a-
play's out cold.
He's had a head clash there with Paddy Andrews scrambling for the ball, and unfortunately Paddy Andrews has reeled away from it.
Well,
No
he's
one's
been
made-
calling it. Brady Hammond's been calling it since it happened. It's play on. We've still got a player down, nearly unconscious on the ground. He's just getting back up, but it's Brady Benkovic now tackled in front of the uprights.
Wonder if Denman will take the one here.
It goes back to four and goes across field, turns it back into Tommy Mann. Why wouldn't you be calling time
BT.
out?
He's standing back there waiting, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in all sorts. So now they're going to call time out.
Time out now because we've got a Denman player down,
And
calling for assistance.
And of course, it's a lot of urgencies taken there by Adam Gretsch calling for assistance to the medics. Is that Tommy Mann?
I think it is Tommy Mann, yes.
7 minutes left on the clock. Time out. As it's 20 points to 14. Greta Branxton just behind on the scoreboard, but it's been all their possession pretty much this first half. Into the second half, they've had a lot of ball, but they've just not capitalised when they've been in striking distance. Plenty of errors, but I can tell you what, win, lose or draw, there's a lot that they can take from this match, the Greta Branxton Colts.
Yeah, definitely. Look, goal kicking would have helped too. He kicks those 2 goals from the sideline. We're looking at a 2-point game right now, but
take in consideration, these guys only met 5 days ago.
yeah, it's a big turnaround. Yeah, what was the 40-odd points down there?
Yeah,
exactly.
Sunday.
That's what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, look, I think both teams have got a few different faces from that clash, but yeah, exactly that. To come all the way here on a cold Thursday night at Denman and to put up the fight they have is a credit to them. And look, there's 7 minutes left here, a few more minutes with Denman only having 12 on the field. If they can weather this set here and get the ball back in their hands and level up the game, could be a very flashy 5 minutes
I'm not sure
here.
if that might be Daniel French down there.
That's
Tommy Mann.
It's Tommy
Tommy
Mann.
Mann, mate.
He's back up now, which is a good thing.
Couldn't see that big flowing wig on his head on the ground.
Flourishing blonde locks.
It's a wig. It's a dead set wig.
Hope you can outrun him.
Can't outrun. I couldn't outrun Hayden Fox. Let's put it that.
Jeez.
It's going to be Tommy Mann to play it, just in front of the left-hand upright, heading towards the southern end of the field.
Tell you what,
7 minutes left on the clock. 20 points to 14.
Bailey Taylor's still just floating out the back here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just take a settler here with Frenchie and look for the long ball out the back from Gretsch to BT and plot the one.
Here we go. It's now off to French. French charges towards the right-hand upright.
Here it comes.
Gretsch is asking what do they want.
Gretsch just looked
Dummy
back
half.
at him.
Fires it out to the left-hand side. Turns it back into turns it back into Benkovic.
Yeah.
And it's
There
look
you
at that. Look at that. Out of a nothing play, he's scooting around on the
It
ground.
wasn't exactly how it was scripted, I don't think, but
No,
the
no.
same result. 7-point difference here.
At a stand still.
We're about 5.5 minutes to go.
Geez, that minute and a half went quick.
Sorry.
Nothing Bailey Taylor cannot do.
I don't have the time in front of me, Reggie.
Yeah, neither do I. But no, Bailey Taylor, I think that will be the deciding factor right there. And of course, there was nothing happening. The ball was dropped on the ground back to him. He had no pressure, and he just turned around like he literally was facing his own try line, just turned around and potted the field goal.
Oh, look, I'll just have a shot at this, see what happens.
Looked like something you'd see in a computer game with so much time then.
21 points to 14 now, with not much time remaining.
6 minutes.
As here we go. High kick-off from Patrick Andrews. They're going to call miscommunication there.
I thought they would have looked for a short kick-off there.
On the 20-metre line, taken down there by Dylan Edwards and Billy Mitchell. 10 metres in from the
about to go
sideline.
back to a full 13 again.
And he's dropped the ball.
Oh.
Dropped the ball. What a result for the Denman Devils.
Just as they go back to a full squad.
Yep, 13 on 13 here for the last 6 minutes.
Well, that field goal could prove to be the one.
Well, this set here, Greta probably need to come away with a try. Give himself another few minutes to march back down the field and maybe plot the one to
I was going to say, is there someone that can really kick a field goal from 30 metres out, 20 metres out?
I'd back Harry Hobden for that. He can do just about everything else out there.
It comes from a rugby background.
Or Gilmore, mate. He seems to be able to do anything as well. There he goes, Ethan Sams with the ball. He's busted on his body, but he's been carved down there really well by Liam Boney.
Really got some talent.
Yeah, he's looked dangerous all night, Ethan, when he runs the ball.
Hughes goes to the right-hand side. No, dummies. Brady Hammond and does not give it to Harry Hobden on the inside, but he's taken down by French, Gretch and Togavoodoo. 8 metres out from the try line. Lewis Hughes goes from dummy half himself. Gretch is there.
Oh, he's
still spinning.
Around.
And there's no opportunity for him to get to the try line, though. A lot of... he's very close.
He's there.
He's on the line,
He's there. That's a try.
Oh, yeah.
No, hang on.
What's happening there?
Tyrese was going to award that.
I thought he was.
I thought Tyrese was good. That ball was on the line.
It certainly looked like it from here. But anyway,
on the screen,
we played on, and now I did see it on the screen, yes.
We don't get paid to referee. We're just here to commentate, though.
They can always ring up. That's what we
now
saw.
another Greta mistake and
That's right.
a Denman scrum feed.
He's made the call, and Greta's got on with it, so they're obviously happy to play on. And
well, you want to at this time. You don't want to spend too much time arguing.
yeah, well, Brady Hammond did not for his captain's challenge.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Brock Kilmore's just said to Tyrese, because Gretch is laughing and he's mic'd up right there. So here we go, the scrum feed to the Denman Devils. Sukanavalu's going to get this off the scrum. I can see him all ready for it. It goes to Alex McNeil though. Alex McNeil, bang. It'll be Sukanavalu with the second hit up, you'd imagine. Gretch is pointing towards the centre of the field. They haven't sold that one. Gretchy, you're going to go the blind. No, open. Daniel French. He charges into the line. He's over the 20-metre line in the centre of the field. It's Brady Hammond in the tackle there with Gilmore. To the blind side. Now it's Sukanavalu, and he's come in behind the markers before he's met with some solid defence there by Lewis Hughes. I like the young fellow. He tackles really well and all day.
Very Brian Toto like with his carries.
Boney, Nathan Barry, up to the 40-metre line in Denman's territory still. They need possession here, the Greta Branxton Colts. Gretch from on the 40-metre line puts up a midfield onto the other 30-metre line. Now it's Casey Parsons with the ball.
Oh, he's in and away.
If he gets away here, he's down the sideline.
He's out.
Oh, he's gone out. And look who it is, Tyler Wolfgang.
Yeah. Wolfie's had a massive game tonight.
Tyler Wolfgang, mate. He might have the number 11 on Casey Parsons, but just for your memory bank, he is a former centre and still speedy.
Definitely one of the quicker blokes in Group 21, Tyler Wolfgang.
So it's 42 metres out.
Good on him, but for backing himself. It could have went exactly that, one or two ways. He either gets away there and they score, or they get barreled into touch.
I give him credit, mate. I give him credit 100%. For backing himself. Brady Hammond probably might not be at this point in the game. But
he went over and patted him on the back.
Look, he's had a crack at it.
Togavoodoo in the centre of the field on the 40-metre line collects the ball, tackled 45 metres out from his try line by that man, Joe Hall, as now 4 and sends it out wide onto Gonabody. Gonabody with a bit of a goose step, and he's brought down again. Dylan Edwards underneath, and Billy Mitchell in this one as well. They've had a bit of a running battle, Billy Mitchell and Gonabody as well. It's that side of the defensive from Greta Branxton has really shut him down. Sukanavalu comes towards the centre of the field, and it's Joe Hall in there for that tackle with the assistance of Brock Gilmore. Gretch from dummy half, off to 4 and turns it back inside to Brankovic. How many times do we see that? Just a little bit of slap and tagging happening there. No one really going for the
tackle.
Good little
hit spin there by Stubbs and marched it up another 5-6 metres.
Yeah, here we go. Forward inside to... that's a high shot. That'll be a penalty, and that would... No.
Yeah, it is now.
I think they'll take the 2 here and just
take the
clock.
2. Wind the clock down. That's what Gretch is saying. Tapping the time. Well, you'd be silly not to, really.
He's just checking the time. He wants to get home and watch Big Brother.
Watch himself more like it. I guarantee you, my phone's going to be.
Right, he'll be straight onto you, Reg.
I will not be taking any calls. I've got things to do when I get home, and he will be ringing and saying, "How did I sound?"
I know I give him a bit of stick here tonight, but exactly like I said earlier, one thing with Gretchy is he's very energetic on the field, and he finds ways to pick you up when you're least wanting to do that. And yeah, you can definitely tell when you're going into those scrums and he's talking to you and pumping it up. It might be an annoying voice, but you find a bit of energy in that next set based off that.
Once we put this together, it's going to be one of the best things for promotion of Group 21 and rugby league in general. When Gretchy's got that mic on, I mean, we just show people what actually happens out there on the field.
I'll tell you, the next person you should mic up is Marcus Bauer.
Oh,
yeah.
What do I want to listen to?
Otherwise known as Cameron Munster, as he was in the program at Muswellbrook the other week.
Oh no, that was terrible.
He's always got a few things to say on the footy field, and he's quite knowledgeable. So could add to the ratings of the Footy Fever.
Well, Adam Clydesdale has offered.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
so
it's good. It's good to have a few boys wanting to get on board with it, and I think a few boys they probably enjoy being.
Might be good, but geez, 2 camera people going at the one time. Bailey Taylor slots it over. It's 23 points to 14 on the A+ contracting and polywalling scoreboard. Gutsy effort from Greta Branxton on a Thursday night, but Denman, I tell you what, it was a shake that they needed. Greta Branxton have really rattled them tonight. Yeah. And of course, all those drop balls did not help Greta Branxton down this side, but
body language of Greta here, I think. Yeah,
it really has been the difference between the two sides has been the handling tonight.
There's the siren in the background, and Denman running out victors, 23 points to 14 on the A+ contracting polywielding scoreboard. Now, last weekend at Greta Oval, I gave the player of the match to Bailey Taylor. Would you take it away from him again here tonight?
Hell no.
Probably not.
I wouldn't be. No, his defence down on the line.
And holding people up.
I'll tell you, some of the stuff he does in defence, unbelievable.
If it doesn't go to Bailey Taylor, I think Tyler Wolfgang had a massive game. I was a bit wary when they moved him into the back row a few weeks ago, but one thing that he's just added to that pack is just a lot of mobility and agility, cutting back in around some side forwards, and he come away with a couple of tries that proved costly tonight.
I'll ask you a question. Does the Joey Griffith make a difference to that stability of the back line for Greta Branxton?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%. He's got way too much skill, and he does know how to get a team around the park, and I don't think they make that amount of errors like they did tonight if he was there.
Yeah, just an old controlling head there. The amount of ball they had within Denman's 20 there, with his sort of experience and knowledge of the game, I think they find probably 2 to 3 more tries tonight, and the score line and the win probably goes the other way.
Well, boys, thanks for your assistance tonight, and of course no rugby league for the rest of the weekend. So
beauty, feed up.
I can't wait. But that's it from us at Denman Oval. Of course, Denman 23 defeating the Greta Branxton Colts 14 on the A+ contracting and polywielding Footy Fever call. Until next weekend, we're signing out.
Adios.
Bye.
Oh, okay.